Flash family. Welcome back to the Flashpoint podcast, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to all things The Flash over on the CW. I am 1/4 of the Firestorm Matrix, Lilith, and joining me is another 1/4 of the Firestorm Matrix.
It's Kelly. Hey.
Up for discussion today is episode 2. What was this even? I don't even know.
A hot mess?
It wasn't that it was a hot mess. It was just... I don't know. I expect more from The Flash, I guess. So we're talking about episode 212, Fastlane. The story was by Brooke Eckermeyer, and the teleplay was by Kai-Yu Wu and Joe Paracchio. So what about that synopsis?
Kai-Yu.
Yeah, Kai-Yu Wu.
Yeah, all I can think of is that show that my daughter used to watch.
Anime.
The cartoon. Yeah, no, the cartoon. Kai-Yu. Little kid.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kids, so I'm out of the loop.
I'll send you a link. Barry teams up with Harry to figure out a way to close the breaches, but they are distracted by a metahuman named Tar Pit, who could transform into liquid asphalt.
Worst power ever.
Yes. Iris is concerned for Wally's safety after she finds out about his drag racing hobby. When he refuses to stop, she makes a bold move that puts her in danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
I will say that I did like the directorial execution, so I'm just going to shout out Rachel Talalay. Wow. We just keep getting really different people.
Yes.
And that's nice, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to the Heroes Reborn fandom. Marco Grazzini, who is the original El Vengador, a.k.a. Carlos's brother, plays Joseph Monteleone, a.k.a. Tar Pit. So that was a nice, fun little fandom crossover for me.
Woot.
Yes, definitely. So
fandom crossovers are always good.
Yeah, it really is. We get the best people on, like, seriously, Flash and Arrow really get really quality guest stars. I really appreciate that.
Yes.
But we need one specific one. I'm just going to throw this out here. Where the hell is John Wesley Shipp at?
That's a good question. Maybe his John Wesley ship sank. I don't know.
Somebody's going to have to go Twitter stalking at this point.
I could do that.
What's going on? Because we need some more Papa Allen because things are getting wackadoodle.
Yeah. Barry definitely needs a pep talk from Dad.
I find it really weird that even though I liked Patty, I didn't like who Barry was around her.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's a thing with the Arrowverse where they can't write more than one compelling female character at a time. So as much as I liked Patty, Iris is still my boo. She's my little baby that I must protect. And so it's really funny that the minute Patty's out of the picture, Iris has a damn storyline. And it's a good, compelling one, too. She just wants to protect her little baby brother.
Well, sure. Drag racing is dangerous, but I don't know if it's any more dangerous than threatening people, but
or having to jump out the window and have Flash catch you.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
But she's trying to be a good big sister, and I love that.
Yes, she is. She's trying.
But this villain, man, you can tell that we're just spinning our wheels till we get to go to Earth 2, and that's just so irritating because they're standalone, which is good, and it has good character development and all those things, and you don't mind that it's not necessarily developing the myth arc. Mm-hmm. But then there's filler where it's just like, yeah, we got 23 episodes to fill here, kid, deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Tar Pit, man, talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Lava Larry.
She's not gonna call me out for punny business.
It just hurts too bad. I was thinking we'd have, Lava Larry.
Oh, just...
it's almost as bad as Plastic Man, okay?
Nothing is as bad as Plastic Man. And honest to goodness, I'm really shocked that we don't have Plastic Man on the Flash yet. It's coming. Mark my words, it's coming.
An Elastigirl?
Oh, this is a mess. This episode was a mess. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I couldn't hold it in anymore. Like, can we just talk about Dirty Harry? He tells Barry straight up, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna betray you." But Barry's like, "Nah, man, you're on my team. You're a good guy now. Don't worry about it." Well, it's like, "LOL, no, kid."
Yeah, exactly. Really, Barry? You know, have we not learned our lesson?
We really haven't, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, okay, we've seen how many incarnations of this guy?
This plot.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I love Barry's like indomitable spirit, and he always wants to see the good in everybody. But there's also a thing called being naive.
Yeah, common sense.
Pragmatism.
Yes, that too.
It's just like, oh, it hurt, and it's a plot bunny. It's convenient. Plot point is convenient.
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you. It's like, really, how many more Xeroxes? You know? Is it live or is it Memorex? For those of you who are old school. I mean, okay, human nature is human nature, right? I mean, if you reincarnate me on a different Earth, don't I still have the same core values?
That's the thing, because it was what do the people call it, Eobard wells or whatever,
Yes.
that whole thing. So we never really got to meet the actual real
Right.
Harrison Wells, and so I don't know, it's just so complicated. And like, I really like, it's not like I wouldn't even have it any other way, because, well, I love Tom Cavanaugh. Like, everybody knows I love me some Daddy Kavanaugh. So I mean,
Sure.
it's a catch-22. So it's just like, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, this whole thing just makes my head hurt.
Timey-wimey, spacey-wacy.
Wait, that's Legends of Tomorrow. Literally. Yeah, but I like that we're returning back to what makes The Flash great. The fact that it's an ensemble cast, and the fact that a lot of the best plots revolve around family.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is drama, and it's just drama for sake of drama. It's the growing pains, and I understand that. But I mean, we fast forwarded through that whole Barry and Iris thing. Why can't we just take a little time jump and fast forward through this too?
And okay, if we're gonna have the family drama, maybe we need to actually have the really real family drama that really needs to happen.
Uh-oh.
Where's Dad? Where?
Yes.
Why did Dad take off?
Barry still got daddy issues. That's the whole thing with Wells. Maybe I don't know. But he shouldn't have daddy issues. Really?
Maybe he's on an island
with Robert Queen on Earth too.
Maybe, who knows? I mean, you gotta kind of wonder, something weird is going on, because I call shenanigans.
I don't know, but I'm glad. I think we're through the thick of it, and so I'm glad for it. Like, that's the thing about the Flash. It's not like this is the Lances where this is gonna get dragged out for the whole rest of the season.
Yeah, I hope not.
I know not. They know better. Because Joe is an awesome dad. Everybody wants him for a dad. And Wally, it would just make Wally look like such a douchebag. And even though Wally in the comic books, well, White Wally, Ginger Wally, is a douchebag, I don't really get that from the New 52, which this particular version of Wally West is based on is. So, I don't know. I can't really say. I don't know what they're up to with this. But I think it's really, I don't know. I think it's mostly for Iris.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. I mean, as much as I love Iris, I still will call that out.
Yeah. I get it.
Who else can we really talk about? I feel like nothing really happened in this episode other than the whole betrayal thing.
Yeah. Well, and the whole Iris Iris is gonna figure out that, well, like a lot of people, that you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar.
I couldn't believe she called Joe out. She's like, you can't be his friend. You got to be his dad because you were a dad to me. And I didn't get to do things. So this kid ain't skating. True sibling.
Yes, that's true. But you know what I'm saying? If you've got somebody here that you've not grown up with, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is somebody new, somebody you've got to, well, there's nothing keeping him from walking, really. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find a more tactful way. Not disingenuous, but a more strategic way to say, hey, I'm really worried about you.
Hey, also, Iris's handy dandy journalist skills came in handy this episode.
Imagine that.
They actually remember.
Yeah, she does have those, doesn't she? Wait a minute, didn't she go to school?
Not for journalism. We don't even know what her thesis was about still.
I know, the one that disappeared. Yes.
Oh.
Did she ever get it back? Did she ever finish?
The world will never know. It's like, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? We'll never know.
That's true. That is very true.
I do think that they tried with this metahuman because the episode actually opens up with his backstory. But it was just like, I feel like this is a really, really, really cheap version of the Joker. Because of how he gets thrown in the thing. And it's like criminals running around the factory and stuff. And I'm just like, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the villains this whole season, whether we're talking Zoom, like Zoom feels menacing, but I feel like there's no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. And until we unmask him, it's not really going to have a full effect. And, we're now halfway to the halfway point.
Mm-hmm.
So these weekly villains are just like, oh, they're killing me. Especially how weak sauce this one was.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
What can we do with the villains, honestly, to make it better? I don't know.
Yeah.
Should we do the Gotham thing and stretch it out? No.
I wouldn't do that. I don't know. We got to have a reason to care about them. That's the problem, I think, is we really don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's no personal connections here other than Zoom, basically.
Or why they're doing what they're doing.
They're bad guys, and bad guys do bad things, Kelly.
Well,
unless they're Captain Cold.
In some cases, yeah, but in other cases, you know what I'm saying? If we saw why people did this, maybe, we would care.
Yeah. Can we talk about how Dirty Harry so flawlessly and effortlessly stole Barry's power? Like, really?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, yeah, they did notice, but not really.
Like, he confessed to it.
And that's a new side of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. It just felt weird.
Then again, we take him back onto the team just like we did Andy Diggle,
But shout out to Joe for being the real MVP. Like, he is. I like when Joe gets all shoot first, ask questions never. Because somebody hurt Barry and Iris. Oh, thank you.
Alpha male Joe.
Yes, Papa Bear all the way.
Yes.
Or really, Mama Bears are the ones you got to watch out for.
That's very true.
Like that was messed up, and I was literally shocked by that. I think that's like been the biggest shock since that whole Eobard Thawne thing. I was like, Iris got hurt? There are stakes and consequences now?
Oh my goodness. What are we thinking?
That was really cool, actually. I won't even lie. But we all know that she's okay.
Oh yes, she is definitely
She
okay.
better be okay. Better
Yes,
not be no complications. Her
that's
sitting
right.
at her journalist desk and she has like a little stroke and bleeds out or something. I'll be mad.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like it was. Oh my god! And did we really have to shout Felicity out in this episode? And Oliver's mayoral campaign? Really? I know they're
Yeah.
sister shows, but they're like at this point. I think it's just best to forget it at times until the crossovers happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little really people? Really?
And also, like, what the heck? I mean, we bring up Hunter Zolomon, and that can't just be like some little fun Easter egg. That literally has to go somewhere. To me, that's a bigger Easter egg than having Jay's hat fly out at last season's finale. Like, they could have actually just left that an Easter egg if this is what they were going to do with Jay Garrick, unless Jay Garrick is Zoom.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I don't know. It's just weird how we just kind of drop all these plot points and these threads and things like that. I don't like. It just seems very unflash like, and I don't know why. Like Legends of Tomorrow has launched. It's a success for right now,
Mhm.
and you know, like, okay, why are we not back on track on Arrow and the Flash at this point? Like, I'm so confused. I hope next week and the week after that make up for this mess that we've had since we got back from the break.
Yeah, because it has been a mess.
A hot mess.
Yeah. I mean, we've not gone anywhere. We're just going in circles.
Around the city. We're getting chased by the Reverse Flash.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
So let's get into some of the stuff that we liked. Who was your favorite character? It's tough to choose.
It was tough to choose. I'd probably go with Iris.
Ooh, nice.
Because she's trying to look out for people, and she's trying to look out for her dad too. Because I think that she doesn't want them to have a forced relationship. You know what I mean? Like, her dad's really trying to force it with Wally. And it's never going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he keeps not being himself, it's never going to work. So I'm glad that she kind of said, hey, knock it off.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm gonna go with Joe.
Okay.
I like Papa Bear Joe. It's the best. He's like sometimes, common sense ain't that damn common in a room full of highfalutin scientists sometimes. And I just like that he's the everyman.
Yes.
And he's just, I mean, yeah. Enough said. It's Joe. It's Joe West.
That it is.
Best character interactions.
Joe and Iris definitely. I like Iris and the bad guy too. The whole exchange where she's getting threatened and that was kind of nice because poor Iris, she doesn't get herself into too much trouble usually. So, well, at least not that kind of trouble.
I'm gonna go with Iris and Wally. Like,
Okay.
I think that they have actually really good chemistry together and they play well off of each other. And I just like Iris as a big sister.
I would agree with you.
Best scene.
Go ahead.
I think my favorite scene is when Harry just kind of snitches himself out because he's overcome with guilt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and it was nice to see that side of him. You know, even though he's battling with, you know, my kid's in trouble, but I can't do this. And that
Yeah.
was nice. Because we haven't seen that side of him.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other ones you want to talk about?
Um, I kind of liked seeing Iris, like I said, kind of the confrontational Iris, the smart Iris again. You know, I've said I've got this. You know, gonna go to all these people if you know mess with me, kind of thing.
Yeah. I totally agree.
I mean, not that it necessarily worked out real well for her, but you know what I'm saying. At least she had the forethought and was thinking. We haven't seen that for a while.
Yes. We haven't seen Iris much at all before because Patty was there.
Yes,
It's just how
exactly.
that goes. But
Yes.
let's talk favorite lines. Hands down, Cisco says, "Who's the best hacker in the world, people? Barry and Caitlin. Felicity
Let's
Smoke."
see smoke.
Cisco, what is wrong with you two? That's not friendship. I
Yeah,
agree.
that was pretty good. But you got to talk about the irony in that statement.
Yes.
Well, not really that statement, but the irony of what happened this week over on Arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They probably planned a little bit of that. That's how that
yeah,
goes.
that's probably true.
Also Cisco, another Cisco line, when a hitman is scared, you know something is wrong. Did you
He's
have
just
any?
really fast.
He
Um,
is.
there was one other one. Let me see if I can find it here real quick. Sorry, I had these pulled up, and apparently my connection got dumped.
Poor Kelly.
I have nothing but trouble some weeks.
I have to get you a Wi-Fi spot. Hotspot.
Yeah. Well, it is snowing like crazy right now.
Boo.
Yeah, like really bad.
Weather Wizard is at it again, y'all.
Yes. Seriously. It's bad enough that where Ellie is, they're saying that tomorrow by Thursday morning they could have a foot of snow.
Snow day. I miss those here in Florida.
Yeah. Must be nice. Let's see here. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's taken me forever, I know. Because it like completely closed, so I lost it. All of it. What was this one called? Oh, this sounds terrible. What was the name of this episode one more time?
Fastlane.
That's right. There we go. Excuse me. Oh, Dr. Wells. I work better alone. Oh no. Haven't you heard the expression, 2 heads are better than one? No.
Yes, exactly.
Or Dr. Wells says, "This? Who wrote this?" Barry says, "You did. Yeah. The other you. Evil, not stupid."
By the way, Einstein's riddle is not even that hard.
Yeah.
You can solve it in like an hour and a half.
Oh, my favorite. My favorite, Barry. Wait, so if that app gives you your eyes and ears all over the city, then why don't you use it to find the next Miss Right? Did I just make the metahuman Tinder?
Yes!
Mm-hmm. Nope, not starting that fetish.
I was like, that would be totally up my alley. Why doesn't the CW have that? We talked about that app last year.
Yes. Yes, why doesn't CW have that app to match CW watchers?
Like press releases and news and stuff like that.
They could have so much fun with that. People, you are missing out on a serious marketing opportunity. Get on that.
So yeah, it wasn't too many moments. Like I said, I think the biggest moment was for me was when Iris got hurt. Like I totally did not see that coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, what would you want me to go first on the grade?
Oh, one more quote that's pretty good.
Okay.
Wally, I don't need a big sister, Iris. I know, you're gonna need an undertaker.
Perfect big sister line if I ever heard one.
Yes.
Oh, so the grade?
I'll say a C plus.
Oh my God, Kelly, stop it! No! I knew I should have went first. It's just average, and even an average episode of The Flash is entertaining. And there were some interesting character developments and interactions and things like that, but the whole story as a whole kind of like we're here for the metahumans and Barry, and we've just been kind of lacking that.
Yes. Yeah. We're not getting more character development that we need to get.
Especially Barry, especially.
Yes.
But I see them trying to develop Cisco, so I feel really conflicted.
Yeah.
And P.S., did you know that he can sing? Did you know Carlos can sing?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, I'll have to send it to you. Yeah, I saw a video of him, and I was just like, "Oh my God, he can really, really sing."
Well, he and Tom Cavanaugh did a duet like back when the show started.
I must have missed that.
There was like a behind the scenes. Yeah, they did like a song. It was cool. It was like for Christmas or something.
Oh yeah, that must have got buried. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, just I'm so random. Oh, and obviously you had to have heard about the Supergirl and Flash crossover.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah. You know, I think they're trying to invigorate Supergirl.
It's bad for Supergirl. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I wanted this to happen. I knew this was gonna happen. Everybody's like, maybe the second season or blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it's gonna happen in the first season. You're not fooling me one bit. Obviously it's episode 18, so over the break they decided it, they nailed it out. Boom, it's done. It's a one-way. Barry's going to her Earth or whatever, and she won't be able to do the same. And I don't know. I'm a little weirded out by that, but I'm Supergirl's still in the shadow of Superman on her own show. So to have Flash, who is basically the Arrowverse's equivalent of Superman, and they're so similar because in the Arrowverse, all the best characters have stunning similarities. I will just leave that statement like that. So I just don't know, but I do want to see them together. They're so cute, and I just was like, oh my gosh, this is happening. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel really bad for Supergirl because like the ratings haven't really been what CBS wants, but it's still damn good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like the only scripted show in that time slot, but
CBS doesn't know how to market a superhero show.
CBS doesn't know how to market any show that they don't fully own outright. Is their problem?
Yeah. I mean, look at what they did to the Flash the first time around.
Yes, very true.
So I mean, they don't get it. I mean, they've had so many good sci-fi, fantasy kind of shows like Beauty and the Beast, the
Moonlight.
Original. Yeah, I mean, they don't know what to do with it.
It's not the entire demo, period.
It was problem. George R. Martin, people.
But they did give that show a good run, but that was back in the 80s, 90s.
Yeah, but they just didn't know. They didn't know how to present it to people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, procedurals are safe, and that's what they do in every single possible combination you can imagine.
Punk. Yeah, I mean.
So, I don't know, but I want to see Melissa and Grant together, and it's going to be fabulous. I know it because Greg is actually writing the episode. It's called World's Finest, no apostrophe.
Oh, man.
Yeah, get it, Worlds? That's how they're making sure you know that it's a different Earth.
Uh-huh.
It's probably Earth X52. It can't be Earth 3 because people will be mad because comic book nerd, but
Yeah. Well.
Time Syndicate, just
Yeah.
that whole thing. So I don't
So
know.
so I guess that on that episode you'll have to take over World's Finest, right?
Well, I would never have to take over it. Phil and I do pretty good. We're a pretty damn dynamic duo, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying.
We should definitely though hit up Tyler, who does a Krypton Report, which is the Supergirl and well, basically all the Superman stuff that's supposed to be coming out. But we'll see how the actual Krypton show goes.
So you know what you could do? You could do an Earth, 3.1 show.
It's Earth 52, Kelly.
Okay, Earth 52, and you could be alter egos of yourselves, and just have a really good time.
We should all totally do that. I'll pitch that in the group chat.
Yeah, Lilith could be the really, really spunky happy one. And
oh, shots fired! I got an arrow in my heart, y'all.
I left you spunky. I just made you happy.
That means Kelly gets to be cynical and mean.
Yes!
Yay! She couldn't pull it off, guys. I'm telling you. I'm totally pitching that in the group chat when we're done.
It would be absolutely hilarious, though. I could be Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat. Oh, well, more as this story develops, guys.
Pot Bunny.
Not a whole lot of Easter eggs that we haven't seen before. I already kind of mentioned the Arrow shout out, so that was pretty much it. Other than, hold on. Oh, of course, we saw that pizza from Coast City.
Yes, we did. And Easter eggs. I gotta say something. Stores, put your Easter candy away. It's not even Valentine's Day.
Everybody loves Peeps, Kelly.
We have Valentine's Day Peeps. Thank you very much. They're little hearts.
Really?
Yes, they're little hearts.
I don't like Peeps anyway, so
we had them for Christmas too. So they're Peeps for everything now. But seriously, put away the Easter grass, people.
Never. Easter candy's the best candy.
Well, I know. I adore Cadbury eggs. But
this podcast is not sponsored by Peeps or Cadbury eggs, but if they would like to, we welcome them with open arms.
Oh yeah. But no, seriously, like all the stores here have their Easter candy out. It's freaking.
I mean, we had the Valentine's Day stuff up literally 2 days after Christmas, so
yeah, before Christmas. Not
a mess. No, I know. It's a mess. Retail is a mess.
Yes, it is.
So let's do some shameless plugs and self-promotion and get on out of here.
This podcast is not sponsored by retail, but...
I want this podcast to be sponsored by the CW.
That would be awesome. But anyway, well, you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, but anywhere else that matters, really, at Super Squint. That's SuperSquint. Would love to talk to you about, well, anything in the Arrowverse or the Flashverse. Or
Arrowverse is the whole thing.
Yeah, well, everywhere. And, you can also hear me on Before the Bat with Phil and Tyler, the Gotham podcast, and of course on Queens Consolidated with the lovely Miss Lilith.
Yes. Well, as for me, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. You can find this podcast on Twitter at flashpoint_smg. Our email is flashpoint.smg@gmail.com. And of course, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/The Flashpoint Podcast. Nice, clean.
Yes, it is.
But please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, or Lisbon. We're on SoundCloud under Robert Southgate. So do that if you are doing the SoundCloud thing.
Yes, and remember, streaming doesn't count, so please download, rate, and review.
download the podcast to say, oh, wait, wrong podcast. Please be sure to check out SouthgateMediaGroup.com as well for a list of our 80 plus podcasts and always growing. We also have blogs and information about the hosts.
Will pod for food.
Cadbury eggs, apparently.
Yes.
It'll be next Tuesday before you know it.
We'll be back in a flash.